Have you ever seen a prince walk away from his palace at dawn, leaving his crown on the pillow? This is how the tale begins, when the sun was a thin blade of light over the desert walls. Prince Malik slipped through a low gate with only a cloak and a small loaf of bread. He had been raised in marble rooms and silk whispers. He knew the weight of jewels, the taste of wine, the sound of courtiers' praise. Yet at night, when the lamps were low, a question sat heavy in his chest. What is happiness when no one sleeps beside you from choice? So he chose poverty. At first he believed poverty would teach him truth. He traded his fine robes for linen, his table for a wooden bench, his guards for a single staff. He walked among fishermen and potters, slept under roofs that leaked, and learned the names of the street dogs. Sometimes a child would give him a piece of dried fruit. Sometimes a stranger would share a tale. But the lesson did not come easy. He thought hunger would clear his heart, that suffering would reveal joy. Instead, hunger sharpened his thoughts, and bitterness rolled in like storm clouds. He watched a beggar who smiled despite missing teeth, and a widow who broke bread for neighbors. He tried to copy their calm, but calm did not grow by copying, only by living. One cold night, the prince failed to save a small herd from thieves. He stood frozen while the animals fled and the shepherd wept. In that moment, he learned the hardest thing. Poverty alone was not the answer. Happiness was not found by escaping wealth. It was learned through giving and staying when others left. So Malik returned, no throne, no crown, but with a simple promise. He built a shelter by the river, fed the hungry, and sat with those who carried pain like old scars. His cloak was patched, his hands were rough, and his eyes were gentler. Moral: true happiness is not the absence of wealth, but the presence of choice, to give, to remain, and to share the load. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more.